So, breathing. So breathing, we do it all the time. It's one of those subconscious programs. We don't have to think about it. It just happens automatically. Now, why is breathing so important when it comes on to meditation? Because breathing, one, energizes your body, fills your body with oxygen, and it takes oxygenated blood to various parts of your body. But it also fills the body with light energy. You know, people in the Eastern world, they call it prana. So when you breathe a series of breaths in and out, you start feeling a little bit lighter. You're feeling that tingling all over your body. That's the energy force. And if you remember that your body is only 1% of who you are, and your energy expands and across beyond your body, 3 meters wide. So you're interacting with the person that's stood next to you when you're, in that vicinity of someone else. So we're all interacting with each other, which is why you can sense somebody's vibes before they even got right in front of you. You can sense it from across the room because you're interacting with all the energies and the frequencies across the room. So we're so powerful. So breathing helps to get you into that space where you are in balance with your body. All your energy centers are oxygenated. All your organs and your cells are oxygenated, and your atoms are just firing on all cylinders. Your energy, your frequency coming from your body is huge. And that's what just breathing alone does that. Which is why when you're in a state of tension, anxiety, worry, if you sit down and do a series of breathing, it'll calm you right down, because then it just sort of energizes the body and puts you back in balance. When we're meditating, we start off with a series of breaths to actually get our body oxygenated and ready to go into the meditation. Whilst you're in the meditation as well, I find that breathing, say for example, when you try to surrender, taking a breath in and then taking a breath out whilst just letting go is quite successful. So as long as you can allow yourself to let go, then you'll find breathing in and on the out breath, just let go. And you'll feel that relaxation almost just bathe you. And within meditation, you can do it for the whole body, but we start by focusing on different parts of the body. So for the energy centers, we start from the bottom and work our way up. And for, scanning the body meditation, then we start from different parts of the body. So we start from the head. We may focus on the nose, the eyes, the lips, the neck and shoulders, arms, and so on, all the way down the body. And we focus on individual parts, letting them go, relaxing them, and allowing them to oxygenate so they can just be one with the universe, with the energy of the universe around you. Okay? And I know this sounds weird if you've never done this kind of stuff before, but it's going to be so fulfilling when you actually fall into it, and then you'll understand, like, I see what she means. And you usually feel it within the meditation, but you feel it even more when you finish the meditation and you're like, wow, I really was gone for a while. It's great. Okay, so breathing is going to be something that we're going to be focused on. Now, how to breathe, very, very important. When you're sitting in your meditation, you can sit in the lotus position. You can see in your notes, the lotus position is basically allowing the energy centers to be lined up whilst you're on the floor. So your spine is lovely and straight, your shoulders, I've got scoliosis, so my spine looks a bit crooked, but your shoulders are down, your chin is tucked in, and your spine is straight. So when you look at yourself from the side, there is no hunching like this. There's the shoulders back like that, and nice straight spine all the way down. And you almost have a little curve in the lumbar spine going forward, just very gently. The idea is not just so you're not slouching down. Okay, so again, look at the diagrams in your notes. So yes, you need that lovely long body to allow the energy to come straight through you, okay? And also vibrating across your body. So it needs to be lovely and open, okay? If you're lying down, which for beginners, I wouldn't advise that you lie down, because if you're lying down, you're telling your body you want to go to sleep, because that's what you do when you go to sleep, right? So your subconscious program is going to go, oh, she's lying down, she wants to sleep. So it's going to induce sleep, but you don't want to do that. Unless you become really skilled at meditating, and then you can then go, okay, I'm going to lie down. I lie down to meditate because it's just more comfortable on my spine, because I've got that curly spine. It's just more comfortable on my spine, and my hip as well. One of my hips, because of the curly spine, my pelvis tilts slightly different to to accommodate my spine. So sometimes people can't sit there for ages in meditation, especially if you've got hip problems or pelvic problems and stuff like that. So I understand, but prop yourself up in your bed to induce sleep, and you've got to try to stay awake. If you do fall asleep the first times you're meditating, don't worry too much about it, okay? Because meditation is very close to sleeping. It's just theta brain wave, alpha and theta brain wave, which we're going to talk about the brain waves later. So it's right next to the next level of brain wave, which is delta, which is sleep. So sometimes you might just bypass and get into sleep. But when you wake yourself up, get back into your meditation, stay with your awareness, being present in the meditation. And the more you practice, the better you'll be able to hold on to that. Okay? So when you're lying there, again, making sure that your spine nice and straight. There's a little roll under your neck here or something to support your neck. Try not to make sure your head is not like this. Yeah? But it's nicely supported. It's just supported slightly here. Maybe something under your neck as well. So maybe tuck your pillow here whilst you're lying on it, just to allow that relaxation to keep the channels of your body lovely and clear. Okay? I hope that makes sense, but it's all in your notes. And if you need more assistance, send me an email. What else? So you're sitting, lying, and the idea is now you're going to start breathing, okay? When your body's slouched over like this, your lungs are under your rib cage, yeah? And when you do that, then you lower the capacity of your lungs to expand fully. Your heart is also under there, in between the lungs, yeah? So of course, you're going to put a lot of stress on your heart as well. So it's really important to open those shoulder blades. So you give the lung the full capacity to take big breaths, to power your body with energy, okay? This is so important. Now your diaphragm is sort of right under the rib cage, and it's a really powerful muscle. It's really thick and powerful. And when you breathe in and you fill up your lungs completely, the diaphragm pushes down like this, because it's like this at the moment under your rib cage, this. Okay? And when you breathe in, it does that. It goes down and it pushes your belly, the contents of your belly down. So your abdomen distends. So your belly gets big. Yeah? And that's pretty normal, okay? That must happen. If you find that when you're breathing, you're doing this, that is reverse breathing. That is not breathing properly. And that's not going to oxygenate your body fully, because you're not really using your full capacity of your lungs. You're not using the diaphragm, which is going to cause the lungs to really fill up and oxygenate the whole of your body. Okay? If you're doing this, that's shallow breathing. You're only using the top part of your lungs to breathe. And a lot of people do that. So many people do that. It's crazy. So check yourself in the mirror. Take a big breath in and see what happens. What happens to your belly? Does it distend? Does your shoulders go up? What's happening? What we want is for the shoulders to just relax. They might move a slight bit because obviously the lungs are here as well, but they certainly shouldn't move up like this. They shouldn't be doing any of this. Okay? So practice that, because I had to retrain myself on how to breathe, because I used to breathe like this, because I did ballet as well when I was a teenager, and of course pulling your belly in and all that kind of stuff, and So I kind of learned to not breathe properly. And also, you know, as a woman, you want to pull your belly in and keep it nice and flat. And and so you practice holding your breath and just breathing with the top part of your lungs because you want to pull your belly in. But you just got to let it hang out, ladies, I'm afraid. Do some sit-ups and that will strengthen the muscles to keep your belly flat. But you really need to breathe properly if you want to really give your body all the energy that it absolutely needs. Okay? So we've covered breathing, we've covered posture, and the next thing we're going to be talking about is the brain waves and what we're trying to get to, what they mean, and how they're going to facilitate your meditation. Okay, see you in a bit.